Welcome everybody to the live stream tonight. What we got going on here? Trying to get some things up and running here real quick before we start the race. Looks like we're good here. Make sure all the stream's working. So right now we're streaming YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Getting our chat up and rolling here. Want to see if we can share this a little bit here with the racers and put our chat on it at the same time. I don't know if we can, but we will find out. So let me get this organized here real quick, and I'll get right back with you guys. All right, folks, looks like we got the messaging up and rolling, so you guys can chat too now. I will have this down here in the bottom section here. We're fixing to call our first racer. Bear with us just for a moment, and we'll be right back with you. All right, guys, whoever wants to go up first and qualify, just put your car on there. One at a time, please. So it looks like Jason's going to start off here qualifying first. Looks like he's going to. You go ahead, Jason. You're ready to go. Yeah. Of course, the first lap not counts. It does not count. Now with a 4.11 best time here. Track freshly cleaned right for the guys got here. They're really hooking up pretty good today. A 3.98 for Jason. So let's come back over here. A 3.98, Jason Howard. 3.98 is going to be it for Jason. All right, we'll reset this for the next racer. Next up looks to be Gabriel Kirtley. Jason Raz and Gabriel already about wrecking. The pressure is on at Lanes Raceway. 1RC definitely going good here at Lanes Raceway. If you're interested, give us a call. We'll get you set up here with a car. We're currently out of transponders here for the next couple of days. We ended up selling like 40 of them, so it's been going pretty good. And 4.66 with Gabriel. That's not going to take over Jason, so we're going to move on into the next one there. Gabriel's back end's a little bit light there. All right, next up we got Tim Hall. Tim Hall and his neon yellow ride. I think he forgot to turn his car on there. There he goes. Everyone's saying he shouldn't have cleaned his tires. KRD Race Car Design. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Klein Race Car Design. And a 4:01 for Tim. That's not going to do it, but it's really close to Jason's time. All right, who's up next? I need to write these down while I'm thinking about it. The order right now is Jason, Tim, Gabriel. All right, and we're off. Right in the middle lane there, looking pretty good. Landon Hayner here is going to take his first lap. .65, 5.59 for his first time qualifying here. Not bad at all. 5.34. That's going to put him ahead of Gabriel. All right, who's next? Next up, we got Chris. He's fixing to get his car rolling around here. .73. 4.44. And a 4.42. That's going to put Chris right below Tim. All right. Good to go. Isaac Shepard here with his car. And that's a 4.46. He's going to be right there below Chris. That's Isaac. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. It looks like we're going to have. Is that everybody that's racing? All right, we're going to split them up into two heats. We're going to run 10 lap heat sections here. It's 10. Change that to 10. All right. The first racers up, and this will be Gabriel, Landon, and Isaac. This will be for the B main. Now, the top two are going to go on into the A main. Isn't that right? Well, there's going to be a B main too. Now that we're splitting it into two categories. Well, I mean that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in that race. Yeah, we want to run 6. I mean, it's, there's 4 total heats. Guys, where's the printout sheet? Just pass it to people. I don't even know where it's at. Here it is. Here's the rules right here. Okay. It's 10 lap heats. We're doing 4 of them, just like usual. Uh, but we're splitting the heats in two. So Gabriel, Landon, and Isaac are going to be up first. Then it's going to be Chris, Tim, and Jason. And the way it's going to go is Isaac will be up front, Landon in second, and Gabriel in first or third.
The way a real race is, two heats. Heat one will be on the inside, heat two on the outside of the feature.
Okay.
That's how that works. So like the winner of heat one be on the pole. The winner of heat two is on the outside front line. Second, third, fourth. See, we've got two heats.
Okay. Well, I might have you line that up.
Okay.
Okay. Right now, it's you, Isaac, and Landon. You qualified the fastest, then Isaac, and then Landon. I think I have it right. I might have things confused here. 4.46. You're not. You're lining up next. We're splitting them. We got 6 racers. All right, guys. This will be a 10-lap heat, our first heat. You guys ready? All right, here we go. Way it's lined up right now, Gabriel Kirtley out in front. He turned the slowest time, followed by Isaac and then Landon. Right now, Isaac out in the lead here. Drop it down. Landon there in second position. Gabriel already off on one of them off on the lid there. So, guys, just line up on the back stretch there and then watch your screen, okay? So, whoever was in the wreck goes in the back, right? Okay. All right, watch your screen. Go. Isaac Shepard right now in the lead, 3 laps, followed by Landon Hayner in second there. 2 cars getting involved in an incident here. Gabriel Kirtley currently in third. Gabriel shouldn't have cleaned them tires early on. Isaac Shepard with the best lap right now, 4.2250 for Landon Hayner and a 4.76 for Gabriel Kirtley. White flag it right here. And a checkered flag. Isaac Shepard's going to finish it. And one of them's going to be on their lid. So we're going to let them clear out there. So let me go ahead and write what finish they finished in because they got to run another heat race. Isaac in front. Gabriel in second. And Landon in third. All right, next up is going to be Chris in front, Tim in second, and Jason in third. All right, guys, here we go. So Chris there out in the front. Of course, first laps will not count. Technically, I guess 11 laps. As Jason gets turned around, he's now almost a full lap down as Chris comes up on the backside of him. But Jason is making some progress, swinging out a little bit higher than the other guys here. Chris Henderson still hanging on to that lead right now by about 3 car lengths there in the white car. Tim Hall right there behind him though as we go to our 5th lap here. Chris still hanging on to it. Tim going real high there. Tim coming up on the inside. Looks like he wants to make a pass. He's staying to the high side. Chris is still holding him off, holding to the low side. Both of them going side by side into turn 1 and 2. Oh, Tim pulls the underside right there on Chris. Chris gives him a little bit of room, and Tim ends up taking it. And Tim's going to end up taking the win there on the last lap for the first heat. So that'll put Tim out on front. Then Chris, followed by Jason. All right, next up, line them up in this order. Landon in front, Gabriel in second, and Isaac in third. This is our second heat race. All right, guys, y'all ready? Watch your screen. And we're taking off here, and out front, Landon Hayner again, followed by Gabriel Kirtley as we get a three-way pileup there. Two of them almost synchronizing each other here. Isaac Shepard there out in the lead. Oh, as we get two cars involved in with each other. I can't tell them apart now. Three black cars. We got one of them trying to get himself spun back around. He does so. Isaac Shepard still out in the lead, followed by Gabriel Kirtley and Landon Hayner. A little bit of an incident there in turn two with Gabriel Kirtley. And that's a race over. So this time it's going to be Isaac in front, Gabriel in second, and Landon in third. All right, guys. In the next one, it's going to line up Jason in front, Chris in second, Tim in third. All right, guys, watch your screen. Jason Howard out to an early lead, followed by Tim Hall. Coming up the back here this time, currently running second from the last race there, Chris. As we see Jason go to the high side there. Oh, he gets turned. Tim Hall now taking over the lead there as he spun there in turn three. Tim Hall about a half a track ahead of Jason currently as he gets stuck there behind Chris. And now Tim spins out. Tim gets turned around. And Chris is coming back up now. Oh, as Chris comes around there on turn two, ends up having an incident. Jason Howard's going to take it this time in the second heat race, followed by Tim and Chris. All right, way we're going to line up this time will be Landon in first, Gabriel in second, Isaac in first. Or, sorry, Landon in first, Gabriel second, Isaac third. And this will be our third heat race here. All right, guys, watch the TV. So we got this heat race and one more, and then we'll justify about how many times somebody finished in first. I believe is what it says here. Or no, the last heat race is how they'll line up for the feature because we're doing one feature. You can track Marshall if you want. Isaac Shepard out in the lead right now, followed by Landon Hayner. Gabriel Kirtley there in third position. Gabriel making some last-minute adjustments to his car. Seems to be detrimental. Gabriel Kirtley there in second position. Oh, we see it's either Gabriel or Landon one. All the guys getting the car straightened up pretty good though. Last lap here as Isaac comes around. He's going to take the checkered flag. Who's going to get second? Landon is. So it's going to be Isaac, Landon, and Gabriel. All right, guys. The next heat. Going to line up Chris in front, Tim in second, Jason in third. Waiting on Jason right now. Jason having a lot of success here on the track.
Jason, you waiting on somebody to roll out the red carpet? Watch the lights, guys.
All right, here we go. Watch your TV. Guys, of course, having a TV up there on the wall. Here we go. 10 laps. This will be their third heat race. We got this one and one more. Right now, Chris Henderson out in the lead, followed by Jason Howard. His car getting a little sideways there right before turn one. Chris was able to avoid it. Chris staying down to the low side of the track seems to be paying off quite well for his car. Chris running smooth turns here. 4.2 is his best, but medium 4.47. Oh, we see Chris and Tim both get involved in the incident. Yellow flag, guys. Y'all need to be on the back stretch. As soon as that car flipped upside down, the yellow got hit. All right. Here we go. And that's a checkered flag. Jason Howard's going to bring it. Chris there in second. Tim in third. All right, guys. The last heat race for Gabriel, Landon, and Isaac is going to line up Gabriel, Landon, and Isaac. And the way you guys finish on this one is how you will line up, not inverted. You'll line up like that. What'd you say on the low side, Gabe? On the outside of the feature, the 50-lap feature. Watch your TV. So we've been inverting this whole time. This is one of them we do not invert here. Right now, Gabriel Curley out in the lead, followed by Landon Hayner and Isaac Shepard there in third position. Gabriel Curley turning across, then followed by Landon, and then that one that just went under was Isaac. Gabriel again, Landon, Isaac. They're all kind of separated there pretty close together. Landon taking the high side approach there. Isaac coming in right on the back side of it. He gets spun there on second corner. And that's a checkered flag. Gabriel Kirtley, Isaac Shepard, Landon Hayner, sorry, excuse me. So that's how they're going to line up on the outside. GAB, Isaac, SAC, and Landon. All right, next up, we'll have Tim in first, Chris second, Jason third. This is the final heat. The way you finish is how you'll start on the inside of the feature. You're inverted this last one, but after this, it won't get inverted. However y'all finish in this one is how you line up in the feature. The last one don't get inverted. Uh, Tim's in front, Chris is in second, Jason's in third. Qualifying just set your position for which group you're in. So you guys are the three fastest guys out of all six. All right, you guys ready? Watch your TV. All right, Tim Hall out to an early lead here as he gets spun. Almost hits Jason there in the back. We see now Chris in the lead, taking the inside on Jason. Jason running side by side with Chris, both of them neck and neck there. Jason not letting up as he hammers down. Chris didn't want to give up without a fight. So he gets a good entry off of 1 and 2 there. Chris hugging that inside line. It seems to be the go-to for Chris. His car's able to hang down and hold it coming out of turn 4, which is good. A lot of cars can't do that. But he's got one set up to where it can hang that low side, and it makes it hard to pass. So we see Tim and Chris both getting involved in an incident there. They're trying to get their cars spun around here. And Jason Howard's going to bring it. Jason's going to line up in first position, followed by Chris and Tim Hall. So we're going to set this up for the 50-lap main feature here. And we are set up for the feature. Way it is right now, Gabriel Kirtley in first position, or Jason in first position, Gabriel in second position, Chris in third position, Isaac in fourth position, Tim in fifth position, and Landon in sixth position for the lineup on the back stretch. We'll give these guys a few moments. We're going to talk to the racers real quick, and then we're going to jump into our feature race here for the late model box stock class here at Lanes Raceway. Yeah, no track, no stop, none of that. The only person that stops the track is me. You guys keep running, but if you want to do a common courtesy like that and say, hey, there's somebody down low, you can say something like that. I know we said it before. You've been yellow, not knowing what we're saying. It's best you don't say anything, really. It's best that, hey, if they need to learn how to drive the car, it's just like real life. No, when somebody wrecks in front of me on the interstate, there ain't somebody going track. Okay, you either learn how to dodge it or you wreck. All right, guys. All right, everybody, watch your lights. 50 lapper. All right, here we go. 2 cars into a little bit of an incident here as we start rolling right now. Jason Howard out in the lead. We got one up on its lid. We're going to line them up on the back stretch. All right, guys. Going green. Two upside down on the inside. All right, guys. Hey, we need to move back off the track a foot. There you go. Here we go, guys. Yellow flag. This car right here. Whose car is that? Put it behind the line. Drive it around. Put it behind the line. 6 might be a little too much on this track, it looks like. All right, we ready? All right now, Jason Howard in the lead. Tim Hall getting hit all over the place in the backstretch. Followed by Isaac Shepard in second. Chris Henderson there in third position. So we get 2 cars involved in the incident on the front stretch by the start-finish line. It's looking more like bumper cars instead of racing. Everybody's trying to pull trigger. As we see Jason take one out on the backstretch, and that one take another one out. So we got one trying to get his car turned around here. Several cars on their lids on the backstretch. All right, here we go. And we're back green racing. Jason Howard currently in the lead, followed by Chris Henderson and Tim Hall. Tim Hall getting hit in the sides. We get 2. Those 2 cars right here, 512, and this one that's right here needs to go behind the line because they didn't get their lap. This car that's right here needs to go where that black car is. That car there needs to be right there, or it won't get its lap. Yeah, 01, you need to drive around to the front, right before the start-finish line. All right, guys, here we go. As we see Jason Howard and Chris fighting neck and neck there, side by side. Gabriel Kirtley and Isaac having a similar thing going on right now with 13 laps. All these guys haven't had a lot of track time turned here, as you guys can tell. They're all learning together. All right, guys, here we go. Jason Howard now almost halfway. He's the white car there, you see. That car right there, go behind the start-finish line. This one, the 01. Yeah, 01 needs to go right in front of the start-finish line. About right there is good. All right, here we go. When I kill the track, and you crossed it, you didn't get your lap. So that's why I'm having you go back around there. So that way, when we turn it back on, you'll get your lap. Yeah, if you hear yellow on that screen, stop your car where it's at, and you'll be where you're supposed to be. Here we go. Bob Whitebird, they drive like Haley Deegan. All right, Jason Howard still out in the lead, 28 laps, almost 30 in. So see Tim Hall right there before the start-finish line, his yellow car getting hit. Several cars getting hit right before the start-finish line. Tim, you need to go behind the line. Yeah. So Tim's trying to get in front here. All right, here we go. Jason Howard there getting his car turned around on turn 2. We got a car turned sideways. Oh, so he gets spun around. What a lucky draw. Whose car is that? 512. All right. Ready? Go. That car that's on his lid here needs to go behind the start-finish line. Everybody else is good. Yeah, that car go. Just put her in reverse. Yeah. There you go, right there. Here we go. 34 laps. Jason Howard still in the lead there with the white car, followed by Gabriel Kirtley, Isaac Shepard there in third, Chris Henderson in fourth, Tim Hall fifth, and Landon Hayner sixth position. Oh, and Tim Hall gets clipped. All right, here we go. About 10 laps left to go. Jason Howard in the lead by 2 laps against Gabriel Kirtley. All right, Jason, the car behind Jason, and that other car line up behind the start-finish line. This one right here. Okay. Y'all ready? We see Jason getting his chain pulled. Jason currently there in the white car as he spins around in turn 1 and 2, followed by Gabriel Kirtley. Gabriel Kirtley's right there behind him as he gets hit. Well, actually, kind of come down on a guy. Tim Hall's going to take off in front of Gabriel Kirtley. 5 laps remaining. Jason Howard out in front, followed by Gabriel as they both make a way there. The 01 car stalled on the backstretch. Jason and Gabriel got a nice little line going as they both, whoa, Gabriel gets slammed as he clips a few other guys too, trying to get his car situated and straightened out here. Several cars. All right, race over. Jason Howard's going to get first. Chris Henderson second. Gabriel Kirtley third. Isaac Shepard fourth. Tim Hall fifth. Landon Hayner sixth. All right, this is the one where we get pictures made. So T's going to get their pictures made here shortly over in our podium. So they get posted up on Facebook. I'm going to talk to the guys about if they want to run another one of these or they want to run a different class or whatever they want to do. I think some of them even have really advanced versions of this car, like super modified classes. But as you can see, that was a pretty eventful RC race, to say the least. We're over here and talk to our race winner, Jason Howard. Jason, another race victory brought home. Was it tougher to get this victory than previous races?
Yes, sir. There's a whole different strategy on that race.
What was the strategy on that race?
Try to dodge as much as possible. Speed wasn't a factor in that go around.
Well, you and Gabriel was up there neck and neck the whole race long up until the last maybe 3 laps. Gabriel gets caught up coming out of turn 4 and gets spun, and he just couldn't keep from getting hit. Do you think he had a chance against you if that didn't take place?
Yep. Gabriel's come a long ways in the last few weeks. He's going to be a top contender here before long. Actually, he already is a top contender. I'm just able to get out of a few more wrecks than he is.
Well, I'm going to talk to some of our new racers here. You know, everybody gets better every time they race here at Lanes Raceway. I thought it went well for a lot of the guys being brand new to the game. And we did a total of 6 racers. Maybe next time we do an A and a B main and bring some of them on and see how that goes. But nonetheless, Landon, how was your first time racing?
It was good and it was fun and I really liked it.
All right. Are you gonna get in another race here shortly?
Yeah, I like doing it, so I think I'll do it again.
Oh, awesome. Isaac, your first time racing. What did you think about that race?
It was definitely hard, harder than I thought it was going to be. It looked very easy on the videos, but it's not like the videos.
Yeah, I think, you know, myself, I have to stick to slot car racing. I don't think I have the ingenuity to be able to turn that thing. I've tried it a few times. I'm not going to say I'm the worst, but I probably would have definitely caused a lot more wrecks than y'all did. I think you did quite well. Is there anything you're going to do to All right, I don't know, BC, if I told you or not, they're running the open wheel modifieds. I was just talking my gums off there, and I think my headset wasn't right. Gabriel's going to have a 5.26 as his best on the open wheel. All right, Tim, go ahead. Tim Hall up next, trying to beat that 5.26. Tim Hall there on his second lap there, 4.76 so far. And a 4.34 for Tim Hall. .34. So right now, Tim Hall is a 4.34. Yeah, you can lay it right there, Jeff. So Jeff asking if right there is where he qualifies. It doesn't really matter. The first lap don't count. Go ahead. So once he passes line, he'll get a 0 lap. Then he gets 4 laps. So till he crosses this line, his time's not even going to start. So it doesn't matter really where you put your car. As we see Jeff here right now with a 9.76, an 8.87 here. And an 8.87 is going to be the best for Jeff. And right now, Tim Hall, like I said, if we come back over here, we can see Tim Hall right now with a 4.34 on his open wheel. Jason was able to hold the best qualifying time this week in the late model at a 3.98. All right, Jeff, whoever's next, qualify. Next up, Jason Howard is going to be qualifying. And Jason's out of the gate here. Jason's got he had a smooth run there too. His tire caught the wall. Right now, 6.32, but this one's going to be quite a bit quicker. 5.82. 4.97, still not going to do it. And a 4.24, that will do it. A 4.24 for Jason Howard. As we're going to whip back around here. So he beat Tim by a tenth of a second with a 4.24. So Jason currently tonight running the board in our classes. With a 4.24. All right, heading back over. Is that everybody that has qualified for the open wheel? We got any more? All right. Everybody, let's line them up. It'll be a 10-lap heat race here. All right, Tim, you'll be in third position. Jason, you'll be in fourth. Gabriel, you'll be in second. And Jeff will be in first. Now, do you guys want to run 4 10-lappers, or do you guys want to run 2 20-lappers? Gabe, do you guys want to run 4 10-lappers, or do you want to run 2 20-lappers? 20 for you? 20 for you? 20? We'll simplify it a little bit here, folks. So that after this one, it's the way that they finish is the way it'll be lined up if we do 20 instead of 10. Just kind of speeds things along so we can get some more races rolling here for the guys. Jeff. Jeff. One second, folks. I got to find one of our racers here. Hey, Jeff. You're up, man. Ready to race. So Jeff here going to fill out the second position here. We're going to be running 2 20-lap heat races. Of course, this first one being inverted. Jason running the fastest time, followed by Tim, then Gabriel, and Jeff here with the slowest time here. And Tim's going to grab his car for him and put it up front. Guys, don't forget, give each other about a foot worth of room off that wall. You guys ready? 20-lap heat race. 1 of 2. Here we go. Just going to check our channels, make sure everything is live. Everything seems to be running live right now. We got YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch running live. Right now, Tim Hall out in the lead. As we see, Gabriel pull Jeff right there, right before the start-finish line. All right. Jason Howard currently in the lead. Gabriel Kirtley there in second. Oh, as Tim Hall slams into Gabriel's backside. Jason Howard still in the lead there as he's trying to get that car turned around. Jeff there wrecking right on turn 4. Tim right there in second position behind Jason. Jason making a nice move down low as Tim Hall runs right into Jeff. Oh, so see Jeff take it there in the third corner. Jason make a high side approach and coming back down. Jeff almost getting into Tim there a little bit. Jeff's making it out clean though. Gabriel Kirtley kind of running a middle lane section there. Oh, so we see Jason get hit right there by Jeff. And we got a white flag here, and it looks like, oh, Gabriel Kirtley coming around trying to drive the spin. Wasn't able to hang it. Jason Howard's going to bring it, followed by Tim Hall and Gabriel there in third position. Jeff's going to pull up fourth. All right, guys, here's how you line them up for the final heat. It's going to be Jeff in the front, Gabriel in second, Tim in third, Jason in fourth. Front. All right, here we go. Now, the way you guys finish here is how you'll line up in the feature. So we see Gabriel hitting the wall there. They got him spun back around there. Jason now pulling up the rear here. So Jeff gets completely unseated there in the third corner. Tim Hall drove up underneath him like the killdozer. Oh, as Jason pulls Tim's chain and then immediately wrecks thereafter. Gabriel Kirtley now in the lead, kind of staying out of everybody's business. You got your lap. No, you did. Yeah, you got it. All right. Tim, you need to be right in front of in front of it, yeah. No, in front of the start finish. Yeah, you ended up getting your lap. Yeah. All right, here we go. All right now, Jason Howard there currently in second position at 5 laps as he's I believe, going to reel in Gabriel here as Gabriel wrecks right there. Tim Hall taking a low side there, passing Gabriel on the outside. Jason wrecking right in front of Gabriel. Now Gabriel right behind Jason. Oh, Jason gets Gabriel gets sideways. Him and Tim get caught up into each other. Ten laps to go in this right now. Jason 10, Gabriel 10, Tim 10. Line them up on the backstretch. Jeff going to flip his car back over here. There he goes. Jeff, you're pretty good with that stick. All right, guys. Here we go. Jeff got him some googly eyes on his car. My wife put them on there last week. Gabriel Kirtley hitting Jeff down low. 5 laps to go. Jason Howard currently your leader, followed by Gabriel Kirtley. Oh, as Tim Hall goes high outside and hits Jason. Tim Hall now moving into second position. As we see Jason there take the 20 lapper. That's going to be it, folks. Jason in first, Tim in second, Gabriel in third, and Jeff in fourth. If y'all want a few seconds, get your car ready for the 50-lap main feature. We'll get going in about 1 minute. Well, if y'all need to swap your batteries out, unless y'all just want to run the batteries you got in them. So we'll be moving into the 50-lap here just in a few seconds. I hope everybody was paying attention there to how they line up. I believe it was Jason, Tim, Gabriel, and Jeff is the lineup. As we kind of move back over here, we can kind of see that, Jason's been running a lot here. In the late model turning to 3.98. Now Jason in the late model top qualify was a 4.38. And then we see Gabriel with the super late model, a 3.09, currently the track record right now. And then in the modified, a 5.36, 4.58 in the sprint, and a 4.91. He's just writing down some times here. But we can see these times already beat after we cleaned the track earlier today. I took some, if you're running like a track surface like us, I found that rubbing alcohol works really good to give these guys the grip that they need. So I went hands and knees again, wiped her down with some rubbing alcohol, and added like a little sheen to the track. And it's kind of funny, the track by the end of the night does get dry slick like a real track. But when it first gets put on there, then things they're on rails. But Jason Howard right now 3.98 in the late model. We can see the time difference here, 4.24 in the open wheel. So we can see that the times are starting to get just a little bit slower here. We'll be jumping into another late model race probably here shortly after this, unless the guys want to go into a different series. I don't know how many people have other types of cars, but I'm willing to go through every single one of the series if the guys want to. All right, guys, when y'all ready to line up, it's going to be Jason in front, Tim in second, Gabriel in third, and Jeff in fourth. And we got her set for the 50-lap race here. Special thanks to our sponsors for the 4 Crowns that we're racing here in our slot car tracks here. Fairview IT Management offering up $1,000 for the racers in the 4 Crowns. We're going to be at our Midway Point race this weekend and Livermore, Kentucky Subway for the Group 20 wing car on the orange track all season long. We didn't even race the wing car on the blue track. But special thanks to those guys. If you want to get a Subway sandwich, call 270-278-5999 and get you one. Take a receipt next door, get 10% off. Fairview IT Management for all your computer needs out of Owensboro, Bowling Green, Kentucky. Give them a call. They take care of emails. They take care of computers. They take care of phones, networking, cameras in our case, as we got cameras all through this place. Even our live streaming where you can see the laps and the chat and everything up on our computer is all done by them. So, hey, give them a call if you want to start up a live stream or something. They can set you up for that. They do a really good job, and they get it done really, really quick. So those are 2 things you really, really want. So we see Tim Hall. He's messing with Jeff McMahon's car there. Something up with the battery possibly. Trying to get it up. As soon as he gets that up, we'll be going into our feature for the open wheel modified class here at Lanes Raceway, and it'll be a 50 long lap feature. If you're interested in getting involved in here, we sell these cars for $230 and you get a month track time. You can just come in and do whatever you want, whenever you want. All right, you guys ready? Here we go, 50 laps. So starting out in front, Jason Howard, followed by Tim Hall. Then third place, Gabriel Kirtley. Fourth place, Jeff McMahon. As we see Tim Hall's car getting a little squirrely there coming out of turn 2. We'll see Jason Howard still out in the lead. Gabriel making a dive bomb down low. Jason narrowly missing Jeff there. Gabriel spinning out in the same place that Tim did 1 lap earlier, and so did Jason. Gabriel and Jason there neck and neck, side by side. As we get a stalled car, looks like to be Jeff's car there stalled. So Jeff and Tim getting in a little bit of a tussle there. Oh, as Tim gets involved with Jeff there a little bit again. Jason's staying free out of danger until now. He hits a car there in the first corner on his high side there, Tim. Jason still leading the race with 12 laps right now. Tim Hall in second with 11, side by side with Jason. As we see, what looks to be Gabriel Kirtley getting involved in a little bit of action there between the guys. Spun around car there of Jason in turn 1. Gabriel making the wise decision to move high, but then the tire gets caught up on the wall, just like real life, just peels them. So Tim Hall right there behind Gabriel. As Gabriel went as high as he possibly could. Narrowly missing an escape there from Tim. Now Jason's car coming off, wrecking there. Puts 1 lap difference between him and Jason. Gabriel, Jason, and Tim side by side going into turn 2. Now turn 3 and 4. Jason leads the way. Gabriel spins out of turn 4. Tim and Jason split. Jeff there as Gabriel rams Jeff there in the backside and spins out. Now Jason hits Jeff. They all get straightened up here a little bit. Jeff finds his way around the corner there in turn 2. He's up to the high side there. And then Tim out of nowhere just hits him from the back there in the high side. We see Jason there still leading at 26 laps, 25 for Tim there in second position, 22 for Gabriel Kirtley. Jeff McMahon 11 laps here. Gabriel Kirtley trying to go to the high side to stay out of trouble, ends up hitting Jeff, and so does Tim. Everybody hitting Jeff here. As we see Tim spin out right for the start-finish line. And we also see Jason Howard still hanging on to that lead by 2 laps now. Gabriel 4 laps down from Tim. Tim 2 laps down. It's yellow flag, guys. I don't know why you are still running. Everybody on the back stretch. Here we go. So you see Tim and Jason there involved in a little bit of an incident. Jason trying to get straightened up there a little bit. Gabriel Kirtley there too, trying to get straightened up. Tim goes to the high outside. Both of them giving as much room as they possibly can. 36 of 50 laps. Jason Howard in the lead by 2 laps against Tim Hall there in the yellow car. Jason Howard, of course, there in that blue car is him and Jason hit smack dab in the face on a head-on T-bone collision. Tim flipped upside down here in turn 1, so he's going to get his car flipped back over. Now, guys, there is a minimum lap time on this. So y'all driving your car around like that and I'm hitting green, if you go across that before 3 seconds, you're not getting that lap. So wherever you are, whenever I hit that yellow, you really need your car where it's at. Well, that was earlier. That's where everybody should have done it. But you had Gabriel and Tim up there. They didn't get a lap that time because they didn't go to the backstretch. But nonetheless, here we go. As we see 3 wide there, Jason, Gabriel, and Tim, all 3 getting into it. Gabriel and Tim into it there, coming to the high outside. Jason making it out unscathed. Jason and Gabriel there neck and neck, all 3 of them going in. Tim trying to find his way in turn 1 and 2 there. Jason was able to dodge it yet again. Jason in the blue and white car, Gabriel in the yellow and black car, and Tim Hall in the neon yellow car. As Tim comes into the back of Jeff McMahon, Jeff McMahon there in the slate car coming around to the start-finish line. So we see Tim spinning out there in turn 2. Gabriel and Jason narrowly missing him. 47 laps of Jason, 45 laps of Tim, 42 laps of Gabriel Kirtley. As Gabriel You need to go back to the back stretch. Yep. Yeah, because I hit it as soon as you flipped. So y'all were already through. All right, guys, here we go. Jason better run. And Jason coming around for the last one. Yellow flag. As we see Jeff McMahon's car upside down. Here we go. Gabriel staying low there. And a checkered flag. Jason Howard followed by Tim Hall, Gabriel Kirtley, and Jeff McMahon. Tell you, we need pictures for the open wheel modified class. Jason first place, Tim second, Gabriel Kirtley third. All right, guys, we're going to set it up again and see what other class do you guys want to run. Jason coming off of another victory there, holding it off yet again by 1 or 2 laps there. What did you think about that race? A little bit more calm, a little more docile. What was the handling like in that car?
Oh, the handling was good. Just a few wrecks, everybody getting tangled up. It is what it is. These open fenders make it a little rougher on that wall.
Yeah, so when you touch that wall with them tires, it just spools them around, don't it?
Yeah, there ain't no room for error in this class.
Well, Jason Howard's going to bring home another victory there. We're going to set up here and see what the guys want to run next. I think there's other classes the guys got. They might want to run a sprint car. I'm not for sure, a midget class or something. And we're going to also try to run at least another late model class here at Lanes Raceway. So bear with us here just for a second, and let me talk to the guys, and I'll be right back with you. What's the next class you guys want to run, or do y'all just want to go back and rotate them again? What class you guys want to do next? Do y'all just want to run some race? So Jim, Jason, Caleb, Tim's going to get your picture. Grab your open wheel modified. It'll be Jason first, Tim second, Caleb third. Tim, get here and go back there and get a picture. All right. Guys, we're running late model next. All right, we're going to clear this out. We're going to go right back into another late model race here. We lost, I think, one racer, so we'll be jumping into that. Got to set up the qualifying here yet again. And that will be 4 laps of qualifying. Chris, are you ready to qualify? All right. You're good to go. So Chris is going to be up first qualifying here in the late model series here. First lap of 7.03 here. Car with a fresh battery, got a little bit more power for sure. .8 right now is his time. And a 4.56. 4.56 for Chris. So we're going to come over here real quick and we're going to take a look at the late model again. It's going to be Chris. was it 4.56? I still haven't attached the bottom side of that, but Chris right now, Chris Henderson in the lead with a 4.56 qualifying. Reset that and get it ready for the next one. All right, Isaac, you're good to go. Isaac up next. And a 440 for Isaac, so he's now going to be in the lead. So swap over here, get his name on there. And he got a 440. So let's swap back over here to the main screen here. I'm going to switch and reset. All right, Tim, watch your screen. Tim Hall up next here in the late model. Keely Henderson says, yay, go Isaac. Tim Hall now with a 4.66. And a 4.66, is that going to be enough? No, it isn't. Isaac's still going to hang on to that pole, but we need to write down Tim's time. That's a 4.66. So Gabriel Kirtley up next. Gabriel, watch your TV screen. And there he goes. He's going to start off here. We'll see if he put a little wedge here, a little turn there, and get this car back under control. Because first race we had here of the evening, our main event pretty much, he had issues keeping that back end under control. So 4.21 right now, and that's going to be able to take pole currently. And that's it, a 4.21. So we will move over here for Gabriel Kirtley at a 4.21. We'll erase Isaac's name here. Put a 4.21. Gabriel Kirtley there, 4.21. Let's see if I can get the lighting right. There you go, 4.21. So we're going to reset it for the guy that's been on fire here tonight, Jason Howard. 4.21 for Gabriel. He's leading, Jason. And Jason right out of the gate hammering it home there. Nice smooth roll right there at a 3.85. That's going to take it just off the first lap. Might have to make him drive in reverse. Story from a friend of ours here, Wes. He got so good at his track that they made him drive in reverse, and he still beat them. So here we go, 3.76. We're going to swap over here real quick. Not to the strike menu, to this menu. And we're going to put Jason on there. He's been the guy to beat here for sure. And Jason with a 3.76. That's big time there. 3.76. And that's Jason. That's going to be the lap record there for qualifying. Not in the race, though. So in the race, a 4.38 is what it looks like. So Jason there, 3.76, going to take it. right. Let me move back over here to scene 8. Clear everybody off. Guys, we're going to do 2 20-lap heat races again. All right, guys, the way you want to line up is going to be Tim in first, Chris in second, Isaac in third, Gabriel in fourth, and Jason in fifth. Jason, that needs to go in the back. We need to put Jason back here at the beginning of the start-finish line. I like what you're doing there, Jason. Let's see if you can pull it off. You guys ready? Watch your screen. So Jason opting to put his car all the way back at the front start line, 20 laps into this heat race. Several cars getting hit here. Everybody getting just slammed. Cars getting turned right before the start-finish line. Stop where you're at. All right, guys, going green. Jason Howard's car coming spinning around there. Right now, Jason Howard in the lead, but Chris Henderson right there on his toes. Jason spins around. Chris Henderson now in the lead. Yellow flag. All right, guys. Going green. Keely Henderson says, go, Dad. Woo, Chris. Jason now in the lead. Got a jump there on Chris. Chris right there behind him. That car that just crossed this one right here needs to go behind the line. Yep, that one. Were you one lap down from Chris? You probably did get it. All right, here we go. So Chris now right there on the inside. Ooh, so we see a car get hit by Tim Hall. Goes about 1.5 feet up in the air, but landed back on his wheels. Pretty amazing. And another car flipped over here in turn 3. Here we go. Go. So it looks like Chris, I believe, has pulled Jason's chain. Checkered flag, Jason Howard, followed by Chris Henderson. Gabriel Kirtley there in third position. Isaac Shepard in fourth, and Tim Hall in fifth. All right, guys, we're going to line those up. Tim in first, Isaac in second, Gabriel in third, Chris in fourth, and Jason in fifth for the final heat race. So they're all looking at their cars here real quick. And the best lap time, 3.2 3.91 is Chris Henderson. We're going to update that for the race there. Let's see here. 3.91. I know that's faster than what Jason turned here in the late model. So 3.91, and that's Chris Henderson. KRIS. We'll just put an H here. So Chris Henderson now the fastest lap time in the late model series, 3.91. I didn't check the first race. It might get updated after I check the first race, but right now, since I've been paying attention to it, 3.91's got it for the fastest race time. I'm gonna go over here. There's some commotion going on in the pits between Jason and Chris. They're cracking up over here. I'm gonna see what's going on. What's going on over here? I hear a lot of laughing and commotion. Yeah, we might have to get some paint out and put some stripes down the center on some of these cars. Yeah, it's hard to see. Like everybody just looks black out there. Well, even if I did, I still wouldn't be able to see. Thank you. But yeah, Chris right now has the best lap time at 3.91 in this car class in the race.
I just need more of them.
Yeah.
You got a race that's the fastest?
I mean, I didn't check. I will be honest with you guys. I didn't check the first one. I have to go back on the live stream. So I've told them I might update this because I don't know in the first race if that was the fastest. But I always go back and look at the live stream, guys. So we'll find out. Well, I've already got him on there. I put Chris H on it, and if it does get updated, like I'm gonna go back and watch the live stream tonight when I get home, and then I'll update it.
That way we can just stop talking about the past.
Yeah.
No more about lap cars.
Well, guys, y'all got another 20 lap heat to go before we start the main. Tim's going to be in the front. Isaac's going to be second. Gabriel in third. Chris, you'll be second to last. And Jason, you'll be dead last. Is the track still got grip? Does the track still got grip? Good grip? Okay. All right. All right, folks. Guys over there having a ball, laughing and cutting up. Congratulations to Chris right now for holding down the fastest lap time in a race in the late model series. I should have checked it for the previous series too, and I didn't do it. But, you know, you talk about this stuff before the race happens, and you forget about 90% of it. But, I mean, that's life, I suppose. But we will get on the ball with it. You guys know how we do here at Lanes Raceway. Once we get in a habit of doing things, it's pretty hard to break a habit and try to do some extra stuff here and there too. So Chris here going to be second to last on the lineup here as he throws his car down. We see Isaac up closer to the front there. Isaac is going to be in second position. Tim Hall out front. Gabriel Kirtley in third position as we line up. And then, of course, Jason Howard there going to be pulling up the old rear. But Jason, definitely the car to be beating here lately. If you guys like what you see here and you like RC racing, slot car racing, any kind of racing for that matter, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps us out here, and it helps the racers out too. And Jason Howard, he's going to kick it all the way back again by the start-finish line. The nerve of this man. All right, guys. A lot of black cars here. Here we go, guys. This time, instead of watching on the camera so I can better see who these people are, I'm going to watch in real life. Oh, my. right out of the gate. Yellow flag, guys, yellow flag. I'm going to have to cross the track here. What a wreck. Well, looks like Gabriel Kirtley's going to cross it. Man, he pulled that guy. It looked like a real wreck from what I was seeing. That thing flipped like a real car. All right, guys, here we go. And we're going green here as we see Isaac Shepard in the lead. Oh, see Gabriel Kirtley getting hit by several. Yellow flag. And it looks like Isaac's car up on his lid. All right, here we go. Green flag again. Jason Howard now in the lead, followed by Tim Hall. We got Isaac right behind Tim Hall. To the left of Isaac, we got Jason taking a shot to the left side. Gabriel Kirtley hitting Isaac, knocking him to the high outside there in turn 4. Jason Howard and Tim Hall side by side. Isaac taking the high side right there next to Jason Howard. Gabriel Kirtley behind Isaac as Tim Hall hits the wall right before the start-finish line, involving 3 of these cars. So Jason, Tim, and Chris all involved in an incident. Current leaderboard right now, Jason Howard 11 laps, Gabriel 11 laps, Tim Hall 10, Isaac 10, and Chris 9. Tim there going to hook Chris's car there, the 512 black 1RC machine, and flip his own car over. All right, we see Jason there backing into Tim, hitting Chris. Here we go. Taking off here yet again. Jason Howard coming up on the high side of Gabriel Kirtley. Gabriel Kirtley pushing him to the high side and going low. Oh, as Gabriel Kirtley gets smoked there. This car right here, yeah, good. Here we go. As Jason takes the low side there. Isaac on his high side. Isaac gives him a little bit of room. Jason moving through there on the low side. The 512 of Chris is involved in an incident. Isaac in it, Gabriel in it. Gabriel behind Tim Hall, the yellow machine on the inside. Jason Howard pulling a little bit of the air off of Gabriel. Gabriel wanting to make a move, but can't. All 3 of these guys side by side, 3 wide out of turn 4, and they make it. Gabriel Kirtley gets hit up against the wall. Tim Hall too. And that's going to end it. Jason Howard in first, Gabriel Kirtley in second, Tim Hall in third, Chris Henderson in fourth, Isaac Shepard in fifth, and this is how they're going to line up. So the way that looks, that's how you guys line up for the feature, okay? Yeah, 50-lap feature. Y'all might want to change batteries. So Jason, Gabriel, Tim, Chris, and Isaac. Let's just check real quick. Right now, it looks like 4.06 is the time to beat. Is that enough to do it? 3.91. No, it is not. So we're going to head back over here. The main feature of this race starts next. 50-lap feature. Jason Howard's going to be on pole. Gabriel Kirtley in second. Tim Hall in third. Chris Henderson in fourth. And Isaac Shepard in fifth for 50 laps of brutality. They're all going to swap their batteries right now. Once they get their cars ready, they'll stick them out here. Special thanks to our sponsors for the 4 Crowns here at Lanes Raceway. We can take a look at some of our tracks here. We got the World's Track from Giannis Nomkins. We also have the Orange Track built by Randy Kirtley in 2000. And we got an oval here that we run that series on. And our sponsors are Fairview IT Management out of Bowling Green and Owensboro, Kentucky, and Subway of Livermore, 270-278-5999. Get you a sub sandwich. You guys ready? Tim, it's a very long stretch to call Jason my brother. All right, Jason is sitting there on pole position. 50 laps of fury, guys. Let's have a clean race. Chris thought that was kind of funny. Chris there in the 5:12, second to last position here as it's ran through there. Isaac takes out two of them there on the front stretch. Now Wrecking on the back stretch. It kind of equals things out, it looks like, as we get things rolling on here. Chris Henderson in the lead right now. 2 laps. Chris Henderson reeling in Gabriel Kirtley. Gabriel Kirtley currently in second to last position. Oh, as Chris and Gabriel Kirtley get involved right in turn 3, right before turn 3. Passing up. Now Jason Howard taking over the lead there in the white car. Yellow flag. Jason and Gabriel go behind the start line. Right there. Here we go. Everybody right? Here we go. Down low there we got Isaac there in the 11 car taking a dive bomb low. Gabriel Kirtley getting unsettled there coming out of turn 4. Jason Howard holding it down. Isaac going to flip a car over here. And that is going to be Chris's car flipped. Here we go. Oh, look at Isaac getting taken out by Chris and smoked up there in turn 4. Jason Howard leading yet again by 1 lap. Chris Henderson pretty close back. Tim Hall trying to get his car situated there as he gets back through the start-finish line. Jason Howard spinning out for the start-finish. Getting the car messed up there at the start-finish line. Everybody getting smoked there by the start-finish line. Yellow flag, and it looks like we have Chris on his lid there right before the start-finish line. His front right still spinning. So the 3.2 definitely is a double time. Here we go. Jason Howard in the lead, 26 laps. Isaac Shepard, 26. Chris Henderson, 26. Gabriel Kirtley, 26. Tim Hall, they're all within 1 lap of each other, pretty close. They're all starting to get the rhythm a little bit now as we're a little over halfway, 31 laps, 32 laps to Jason Howard. The batteries start to wane a little bit. They're running out of fuel in these cars. Jason and Chris there neck and neck, side by side. Oh, so we see a spun car here. Isaac Shepard taking second position. Chris Henderson in third position. Gabriel Kirtley in fourth. Tim Hall there in fifth position. Three wide going into turn 3, 1 car spinning. That looks to be Isaac. Isaac having some serious trouble here. Tim trying to help him out there. Tim and Isaac both going 4 wide there before the start finish line, causing Jason to flip. Tim getting his car straightened up there. Looks like we're timing out here on Connect. We got her back. Yellow flag with 2 cars on their lids. Isaac there getting Tim's car and his. All right, guys, here we go. 48 laps. Chris Henderson, 49 now in the lead. Jason Howard right there behind him. He just got to hang on to it. Oh, as he gets a hard hit there right at the start-finish line. Chris Henderson is going to bring it home. Jason Howard in second. Gabriel Kirtley in third. And Isaac, 48 in fourth. Tim Hall, 41 in fifth. Best lap time, 3.88. I know it says a 3.4 and a 3.2 there, but these cars are not capable of turning those lap times without getting spun around there in the middle. But a 3.88, that is achievable. And we're going to see Chris, I think it was, again, going to take that best lap time, 3.88. So we're increasing that a little bit. All right, so we can look at that real quick. You guys can see I've updated it. 3.88 is Chris' top time. All right, let's go over and talk to our leader. We've finally got a leader change here. It's been a bit since we've seen somebody else in that number 1 spot. So we'll talk to Chris here. Chris, how does it feel to be in about third position pretty much the whole race long? Then there towards the end, Jason and everybody getting involved in all those incidents, and you decided that you was just going to sneak in there and pass him there at the last moment. Does it make you feel good?
Well, it was just a bunch of luck, so that's all it was.
Well, it's good to see somebody else there on the pole. Did Jason take it well, or was he a little upset, or what do you know?
I don't know. He ain't said nothing to me. I think he's hurt.
He's hurt a little? All right, well, let's go over and talk to Jason. We're not used to seeing Jason in any other position, but first, holding it down pretty much all day long. Jason, what happened there towards the end? You was holding it down first place all the way through, and then you let Chris have it there at the end. He ended up holding it off for 2 laps on you.
I wouldn't let nothing or hold nothing down. That car was out of control. I made a last-minute adjustment that went the wrong direction. Chris should have passed me 20 laps earlier.
So what was the car acting like there, Jason? What did you do, and how did it affect the car to make it to where it wasn't as good?
You ever try to go across the lake barefooted when it's frozen? That's what I had.
So did you swap the car's springs back to the way they should be, to where it should be good and controlling in the next race?
Yeah, absolutely. We went the wrong direction. That won't happen again.
Gabriel Kirtley there in third position. Gabe, one of the other black cars out there, I've seen a lot of wrecking, a lot of hitting, and a lot of checking people up in that race. Would you say that you were involved in quite a few incidents yourself?
Yes, every single time that I go out there, I'm involved in a lot.
All right, microphone died there for a second. Keely here says, "Oh man, a bunch of luck. Tears. It's because his daughter is watching." Oh, awesome. So it's good that good our racers have fans and family watching them race. We always like that for sure. And, I mean, Chris did good. He had really good lap times, too. He just wants to turn them more often. His median of 4.36 was still high on the hog compared to everybody else. He was about 2/10 of a second faster than everybody else, so he did really, really well. Uh, but you're right. It is a lot of luck. Any kind of over racing, whether it's slot car racing or RC racing, it depends a whole lot on how well everybody else can drive. If they can't drive really good and you're out there trying to race, it's hard to display a lot of skill racing. You can see some of these guys here have a little bit more track time. They're running LiPo batteries and those super late models. Now they're of course going to turn quite a bit faster lap times here. Now we're fixing to get involved in doing another open wheel modified race here just shortly. The guys are going to get a little bit of practice time in, and whenever they get ready, we will start racing. But we're going to get everything set up in the meantime here. And this will probably be our last race of the evening, as a lot of people are already leaving out after running the second late model race here. So what we want to do is get this set currently on practice so that they can get some lap times here. And we'll be right back with you just as soon as they get their cars set up and ready to go for the open wheel modified. I think there's a few guys going to get some batteries and stuff charged, and then we'll jump right into that. Test. All right, open wheel modify qualifying. All right, let me board out of this. Sorry it took so long, guys. We ended up into a talk about slot car racing, so that always goes pretty deep. So this is the second week in a row. We've had some people say that we're going to have a lot of hard body and Lexan cars and stuff racing every week. We ended up didn't have anybody but one person show up last Wednesday, so we moved it to Tuesday, which was the original date that people wanted. Nobody showed up tonight either, other than the same guy. So we were talking about other classes like the Flexi Challenge. You can go ahead and getting stuff in for the Flexi Challenge series and having motors and cars for that to get ready for April, and maybe replacing that series on Tuesday. So right now Brantley, he's going to qualify here right now with an 870. It's pretty good behind the wheel though. 5.19, not bad. Chris Puttin, you guys have a hell of a raceway. Can't wait to see y'all put on a big trophy race. Can't wait to attend a few. From Michigan. Man, coming all the way from Michigan to attend a few. 512 for Jason. We'd love to have you. We actually got hookups in the back if you got an RV. Come on down. Let me write that down there real quick. 512 for Brantley. And we reset this. All right, Jeff, you're good. Jeff's up next. He's going to qualify. So Jeff there taking his first lap in 8.23. He is running consistent 8.23s. And a 7.64 there at the end. So 7.64 for Jeff. All right, who's up next in the open wheel class for qualifying? Might just be having a race against two people here. Gabriel going to qualify here. Some of the issues, though, we have when running some of the more popular series in slot car racing is that, slot cars is not as popular as it was like in the early 90s, late 80s and stuff like that when it was really, really popular. So it's kind of hard sometimes to get a hold of some of the motors and chassis and things like that that the guys run in those specific series, because that's what everybody runs. And, there's very few people that are making that kind of stuff. So a lot of times we end up having to wait. But the stuff that we're running here at Lanes Raceway, I usually can get on the regular. It's common stuff that's constantly being made. And I've learned over the years to not really express too much about how and what we are running until pretty much midway through our season. That way we always have enough to finish it. We're always having to move and change some of the stuff that we run just because of that. Gabriel Kirtley there now taking his first lap here in his open wheel modified at a 7.32. And right now that is top time, 7.32. 7.08 there. And a 5.05 for Gabriel. That's going to take it there, folks. So let's go over here. 5.05 on the open wheel. So 5.5, 5.05. There we go. So Gabriel there. Jason over there making fun of Gabriel. Saying he's so proud. Commentate? Yeah, come on over here. I'll let you. Jason wants to know if he can commentate this. I said, yeah, come on over here. I'll let him commentate it. Yeah, I'll let you commentate it. That way I can focus more on the track.
Donovan, do you see understand here why Gabriel's running this race?
So he can win one?
Yeah, so he can finally say he won something.
All right, guys, we're going to do a 20 lapper. Yeah, you want to commentate this one?
No, I don't like that thing that much.
Oh.
I'll just
Okay.
go over and talk to you, make them all laugh.
Well, I think they can still hear you. So.
Hey, look, his wife even said he got lucky.
Well, I mean, he did have the fastest median and the fastest time, though.
Hey, Chris, your wife said you just got lucky.
Don't listen to him, Chris.
I don't know why. I can't get, when I go back and watch it, I couldn't get to pull up hardly.
Do what to pull up?
The comments and stuff.
Well, they're down here in the bottom left. See?
Well, I went back and watched it live like on YouTube. I couldn't see half of it.
No, you're not going to see it under the YouTube video because this is live. Whenever
It's
this,
only on live. When
yeah, when it gets posted, those are gone. The comments are gone. All right, guys, y'all ready? Here we go. 20 lapper. So Jeff there out in the lead, followed by Brentley. Brentley up into Jeff there. Brentley going to get his car turned around there. Gabriel there currently in third position. A slowed down version of the car here.
what happened here? Gabriel still can't win.
Red, white, and blue. Jason Howard there in first. Second place there, Jeff Matnahan. Gabriel Kirtley now in second. Brantley bouncing off the walls in lap turn 1 and 2. Oh, and a hard hit there by Brantley. Brantley kind of checking up a little bit, letting him go by. Gabriel right there behind Brantley. Brantley really hammering it home in the car there, holding that middle line really good as him and Jeff get involved in a little bit of an incident.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Gabe.
Gabriel now taking over the lead, followed by Brantley there in second, but Brantley's catching up as he hits Gabriel right in the rear end.
No one better take out the track.
Brantley taking out Gabriel in likewise fashion that Jason does. Brantley there stuck up there on the fourth turn, spinning out.
We'll stay off the wall, Gabriel.
As we can see right here.
Going into turn 3, Brantley still sucks. Gabriel's not far behind.
Gabriel there crashing in turn 4. Turn 4 tending to be a pretty rough corner coming out of it with these cars. Brantley there being his first time, pretty smooth behind the wheel for sure. He could fall right in here with the guys and have a good time, I'm sure. Gabriel Kirtley there sliding side to side. Jeff kind of just staying out of everybody's way here, doing his own thing. Gabriel hitting Brantley there, knocking him back in. Brantley having a comment to say about it, but Brantley having a good time. Gabriel coming up on the backside. Gabriel about taking a, he about took Brantley hard. Jason seen that live as Brantley goes to high outside. He was trying to get to the draft of Gabriel. And that's a race over. Gabriel Kirtley's going to take first. Jason Howard, also known as Brantley Howard, second. And then we're going to see Jeff McMahon there in third with 14 laps. All right, Jeff, you'll be in front. Brantley, you'll be in second. Gabriel, you'll be in third. All right, here we go. 20 laps. This is our second heat here, or 20 lapper, and then this will line up the way it is for our 50 lap main feature. Brantley's car getting squiggly all over the place here. The race definitely a little bit more docile with 3 cars versus 6 or 7 or so. We see Jeff there getting his car back on the straight stretch. Narrowly missing Brantley there in turn 3. Gabriel Kirtley there turning 4 laps to Jeff's 2. Brantley there having some struggling issues here. Brantley getting her back under control now as he runs more towards the middle side there, keeping his car underway. It's really what you want to see when you're first starting out, is just trying to make those laps consecutive there through the middle. So we got 2 cars caught up here, Jeff McMahon and Gabriel Kirtley. Jeff having some issues with his car, so we're going to hit the yellow flag here. All right, here we go. Everybody give each other about a foot off that wall. So we see Gabriel and Brantley there pretty close together. Gabriel 3 laps up. Brantley starting to smooth it out a little bit, especially around turns 3 and 4. Turns 1 and 2, somewhat of his Achilles heel for sure. Brantley calling for somebody to wreck Gabriel. Brantley, though, for his first time running, does really, really well. So he would fit right in there with the guys. He's got a nice, smooth roll about him. He's not too overly aggressive on the trigger, which is what it takes. As we see Gabriel and Brantley getting involved there in the start-finish line there. And that is a checkered flag. Gabriel in first, Brantley in second, and Jeff in third. If you guys want to change your battery for the feature, now is the time to do it. Yeah, 2 heat races. It inverts off the first one. See you, Chris. Thank you. Congratulations on first place. See you, Isaac. Chris told Jason go home, work on his car, as he was able to beat Jason, which is pretty tough to do here at Lanes Raceway. And he definitely earned it. He had a good average time, and he also had a really good best time, a 3.88, which is currently our top race time at a 3.88 in the late model. So he done good, especially his first time racing here. Jason was getting comfortable taking first place all the time. Now he had to take a second seat here, trying to train his son up, I guess, here in the open wheel modified class here. So Brantley and Gabriel currently ready as we're waiting on Jeff to get his battery changed out, and then we'll be into a 50 lap feature here at Lanes Raceway. Most likely our last race of the evening. Several guys practicing drag racing tonight. Getting ready for the family drag race Thursday night. And our 6-car ET on Friday night. We had 2 drag races a week here at Lanes Raceway. Family drag race mostly aimed towards children. Lets them in for $1 and lets them buy back for $1, so it keeps the prices low. I had something similar to that at Slot City whenever I was a young kid. That I think it was like 50 cents back then, but nonetheless, it makes it affordable for kids that might get an allowance or something, and they still want to race and compete like the adults. But then again, pretty much all of our kids come back on Friday and they race in the adult race too, so they just like drag racing. Speaking of drag racing, we're going to have a big drag race here at the end of January. Uh, Mark Stratton has helped me develop it out a little bit. Um, I might be able to put a picture of it up on the screen here. Let me see if I can do that real quick while we're waiting on these guys. I'll show you at least the image of it. I think it might be this one. Yeah, there we go. So the Last Frost, it's just a image that we created, and that's what we're naming the drag race. It's going to be $1,000 guaranteed to win. Racers, are you ready? 50 lapper, here we go. Back to RC though. 3 seconds drop, and we're going to see these cars going down low. We see Gabriel Kirtley, Brantley getting caught up. Looks like Jeff trying to make his way around Brantley. Brantley gassing a little too hard there. Got to get that car turned around. There he goes. He's running the high side. Oh, he's having some issues there, going a little too hard off the new battery there. Jeff, he's all up in the backside of Jeff there. So we're going to, all right, here we go. So Brantley there, going to have to slow trigger response down a smidge as he's just a little over aggressive on those tires. As he gets spun around, Gabriel Kirtley hitting Brantley there right after the start finish line. Ooh, he's bouncing all over the place. Matt Mahan there grabbing him and pushing him around. Jeff there with the googly eyes slate mobile number 8. He's rocking and rolling down through there, keeping it pretty nice. Several people coming into contact with each other here. Gabriel Kirtley kind of out there a little bit outclassing these guys a smidge. As we'll see Brantley there trying to get his resolve up underneath him. Currently there in last position. Gabriel in first, Jeff in second, and Jason Brantley in third. And a hard hit there by Jeff hitting Brantley there, trying to keep his car straight. Jeff spins her around. That 3.13, of course, not going to count as he whipped around the start finish there. Brantley there doing a lot. Brantley there doing a lot, just trying to get his car turned around, but he's wanting to pick up the speed to try to catch Gabriel, but won't be too far too gone. He's got to smooth it out a little bit. He's got to straighten up there now. Here we go. Gabriel Kirtley spinning his out. That's what you kind of want to do. Just use a little bit enough trigger control. Get that car spun back around. Brantley yet to learn this little trick that the racers know. But if he can get back to being smooth like he was before, they're running the high side. What a move. As he comes into contact with Gabriel there, and also Jeff, getting them both spun out there. It was a nice little move, though. He come up there on the high side, was making it pretty nice. Right now, Gabriel Kirtley almost halfway to winning this, as we see almost a demolition derby taking place between Jeff and Brantley. Ooh, head-on collision between the two. Jeff Kirtley there with 28 laps, rounding about. Jeff McMahon there getting some lap time in there. Gabriel there 32 laps. Brantley there with 24. 19 for Jeff McMahon. Brantley there almost driving the slide. Brantley dodging Jeff there by the start-finish line. Gabriel hitting Jeff down there a little bit. Jeff taking the inside approach there, getting involved in Brantley a little bit on the inside corner. 38 total laps right now out of 50. Gabriel Kirtley hung up on the high outside there on turn 3, coming around to the start-finish. Now out, making pretty good lap progress here. So cars are starting to die down power-wise a little bit by this point. We got battery chargers here at Lanes Raceway. Charges these batteries up pretty good and fast. And that's why these guys are usually opt to get them a new battery right before starting the main feature. Because about a little bit after halfway, you end up having some issues there with the batteries wanting to try to die out. Gabriel Kirtley narrowly missing Jeff McMahon. Brantley missing him, but then hitting the high outside wall there. 47 laps of Gabriel Kirtley. Both of them thread the needle there around Jeff. Gabriel gets clipped right around the start-finish line. 48 laps. Coming around to the white flag here. Gabriel Kirtley been winning the whole race long, but of course he's racing against newcomers here. Gabriel Kirtley's going to take it 10 laps down though. Not bad for Brantley at 40, and 20 laps down for Jeff McMahon. So Gabriel, Brantley, and Jeff. T, if you would, get pictures for them. So if you guys can make it over to the podium by the bathroom, T will get your picture. I'm going to reset this and put it on practice so that people can practice the rest of the night. But I think everybody's done racing for the night. That's what they told me a while ago. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning in and watching the 1RC racing here at Lanes Raceway. Another fun and eventful night. The most people we've ever had in a late model class here. I think we had 6. Yeah, 6. So it's growing pretty good here. Got to get some more transponders here. A lot more people coming in wanting to do the racing. And maybe next time we do that, if we have 6, we'll have 3 and 3, have a B main, and then a couple of them move on up to the A main. I think that'll be kind of interesting, kind of like how they do on bigger dirt track races. But nonetheless, guys, come back and see us here Sunday for our next live stream. That'll be the 4 crowns that you guys are used to seeing. That'll be our slot car bonanza, I guess you would say. We got 4 races there, and it goes from 1 o'clock all the way pretty much until we close around 9 o'clock. So we have a lot of racing there doing that. But 1RC is your thing. Come in and get you one. If you get a car here, you get a month of track time. Not to mention you get a whole lifetime of fun here on the track if you come in here and race with these guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. God bless you, and I'll see you Sunday.